the intro music. Yeah! Woohoo!
Yay! We just had to have a second video today because our good friends over at Star Trek Fleet Command decided, let's just ruin everybody's Monday. Look, Mondays are already bad. You don't need to give the assist there, Scopely. It's already going to be pretty awful for most of us, and like I said, we don't really need your help. And for those who are just living under a rock today, or maybe you've been at work, and I did wait a couple of hours extra to make this video. Number one reason is it's been storming a lot here, and Rev has had to go out and do manual labor. So chainsaws and trees. Don't I look sexy? That's why I haven't shaved and I look nasty, and I apologize for that. But I simply couldn't wait to go home and take a shower because we had to talk about this right here. The ridiculousness that is maybe the worst singular SMS event ever made, and if I'm being dramatic, then y'all need to tell me I'm being dramatic in the comment section down below, because I don't think I'm being dramatic at all when I say this is the worst SMS ever given to the players. And if the dumpster fire that is the official Discord channel, look, when I say dumpster fire, that is not a shot at anybody who operates in here. This is not a shot at the mods or anything. This place is ablaze. My Discord's ablaze. The Facebook page is ablaze. Twitter is ablaze. Everybody that deals with Star Trek Fleet Command is all saying the same thing. Scopely has lost the plot. They flipped their lid. What the heck were they thinking? In fact, we know what they're thinking because our new community manager was very kind enough to give an official announcement. And let's read it before we discuss the upgrades to the station SMS event. Commanders. I guess that's us. We're the commanders. We've been getting a lot of feedback on this upgrade to the station SMS and want to provide everyone an update. Really? You've been getting feedback? I am just, wow! There's absolutely no way. Are you telling me the players don't like spending like 2 months worth of materials for 3 officer shots? Oh my God! Who could have seen this coming? Nobody. All right, heavy sarcasm aside, we recognize many of you, everybody, found this event to be challenging to complete than previous events and appreciate the feedback. Yeah, this event was intended to be labeled as heroic, to indicate that it would be more challenging than others to complete, which will identify better in the future. We'll be updating the title of the event and also providing a bundle to everyone this week as an apology for the confusion. So I guess the good news is that we're going to get an oopsie chest. We're going to get a, hey, we pissed y'all off. We're going to give you an I'm sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you ahead of time. I'm also kind of doubly annoyed because I just put out a video this morning talking about how last month was pretty good. There were some exceptions to that, but overall I thought the month went well. And then you start off with this. Actually, this. Let me just click it real quick. Now, this is my level 42 account. I will, of course, show you all of the, well, I'll show you 2 accounts. I'll show you level 42 and 22. Now, realistically, do you think it's fair to ask a player at my level to spend 62.4 billion Parsteel? That's a lot of Parsteel. It's a lot. Now, doing so will, I guess, give you some rewards. A little bit of lithium, some tokens, a little bit of gas. So yeah, there are rewards. But is that a direct translation? Are you trying to tell me that 65 billion Parsteel is worth 361 rare gas? I know there's more throughout the entire milestone. But are you really trying to tell me that those are equitable? Come on, seriously? No, you can't be genuine. Now, for those curious how much Parsteel I'm sitting on, I have 92.8 billion raw Parsteel. Now, I am a player with excellent shield discipline. You can see right over there that I've still got more than 1 day left on a shield because I've been riding 3-day shields. I only take them down if we have a territory that I've got to participate in, or we have something going on with, an event that's PvP based. I basically live under a shield, and that's fine. Everybody can. I'm not saying that you have to, but it's taken me months to accrue that level of Parsteel. It is not something readily available to the average player. So it's a lot. And even if we do take me into account, I have more than most players. It still is taking about 70% of what I'm sitting on raw to complete. And let's talk about the difficulty in completing. Now, if you happen to be in an alliance that you can actually just do the donate, that is the best way to complete this event. Wrong button. Hit your contribute tab and then hit over here and then donate this way. That's the best way to contribute, because the difficult way is if you can't donate to your alliance, you have to upgrade buildings, which means that you're going to end up spending a lot more than just Parsteel. For example, me to take this science lab level 42 also means I've got to spend 2,400 crystal. But hold on, if we're doing rough math calculations, that's 1.8 billion Parsteel for 2,000 uncommon. But you just told me in the event, wait, you said 65 billion was worth 400. Do you see how the signals are getting crossed and wires just redirected here? Because I feel like, well, I'm not saying this is the thing, because they would never say this. Nobody at Scopely would tell me this, but I feel like this is an attack on players for the Red Alarm event. If y'all remember, last month we had Red Alarm, which paid out a ridiculous amount of Parsteel, but it wasn't supposed to. It was a clerical error. Myself and DJ have talked about this on our shows, and they decided to let it stay in fear of, flashing out. Community getting mad because the rewards would have been drastically lower. So they left it. The ticket rewards were a little bit lower. Red Alarm helped make up for that. Cool, whatever, it happens. It was the player's benefit. But then to come by 2 weeks later and try to sneak this event under the rug, like, yeah, we'll get our Parsteel back. Yeah, thanks, Scopely. But look, it's not just high level players. Dang, the Q thing stopped. There we go. The Q thing's working again. This is my level 22 account. Now you can see I've got about 10 billion Parsteel. I've got a little bit more in my holds. I don't do a lot of raiding at this level because the game provides me everything that I would need. Also, no Red Alarm. Now let's take a look at this one. Now at this one, I would need to spend, as a level 22, 102 million Parsteel. I've got 10 million. I think I have another 20 million in stockpile from a couple months of playing. What do you want me to do? Go raid this with an envoy at 144,000 a pop? What? How long? Scopely. So not only does this feel like, kind of like an attack on the players for having an accidental event that we didn't even, it's not like we made the event like, haha, we've got all the money now. No, we just happen to benefit from Scopely putting out an event that paid out a lot of resources. But then what about everybody else? So the entire scaling system for this event is completely FUBAR. It is ridiculous. And for them to come out with the excuse that, oh, we mislabeled it, it's supposed to be a heroic. Yeah, that fixes things. Let's just go ahead and slap the heroic band-aid on it and makes it all better. Yay, everybody, don't worry. This event was supposed to be heroic, so it's not that big a deal now. You weren't supposed to know it was a regular SMS. If you knew it was a heroic, you wouldn't care. No, we'd still care, because the event still is awful. To ask the players to spend, and honestly, this is a problem over a lot of different event styles, and as Fisticuffs properly brought up in the official Discord, this is one of the issues with running multiple SMS that are based on material spends in a month. And we are coming out of a month where we just ran 2. Oh, and what does my brain say? We just ran one this weekend for Recruiting Mariner. We did? We did. Gosh golly be darn. If you hit your events tab and scroll over, the event is still there. It's called Recruiting Mariner. It just wrapped up. Now, I did manage to finish in 6th place. I unlocked Mariner. I scored 5.34 million points to do that, which meant spending a lot of uncommon. But to do that, I had to upgrade. One of the things that I did, I'm level 42 now. Y'all remember I was level 41. I've been upgrading buildings. Look, I'm upgrading my hangar to 41. My shipyard is 42 now with the Valdor building in the background. So I paid my dues to win that. And then you hit me with the very next day, one of the hardest things that we've had. Now, let me bring it back up there so you know I'm not crazy. We'll cube up. If there's my Valdor in the background building, you can see my shipyard 42. You can see my hangar building. And look, open up the events tab. Scrolly, scrolly, scrolly. There's Recruit Mariner. So as I said, I did 5.3 million points. I paid my dues to get here. I probably could have gone a little bit higher, but I was happy to unlock what I got and save more for future. This event simply is ridiculous. And their official response to simply label it as whoopsies, we forgot to say it's heroic, is not good enough either. It's simply bad. It's not reasonable to ask your player base to do this. It's simply not, because it's not as simple as taking back the resources you dumped into the economy. Because once again, I didn't dump anything in the economy, you did it. So to have an event like this for a paltry payout, and keep in mind, Yes, the uncommon is nice to have, but not for 65 billion to 400, or even 104 million to a low amount for a level 22. And then finally, the extra part of this is that you have this very fancy lower deck officer recruit, which I want to quickly point out, Scopely, lower deck officer recruit would imply lower deck personnel. Hey, Data, not lower deck. Lorca, Jean-Luc Picard, Honor Guard Warp, Sela, Harrison. These aren't lower deckers. TOS Uhura, that's not a lower decker. Tomalak was a freaking commander for the Romulans. Now, Gowron, the Chancellor of the Klingon Empire, is a lower decker. Now, I realize we need these officers, but this is just... I really need to wrap up. Let me know what you think about all this ridiculousness in the comment section down below. The bar is going to pop up. Y'all know what it looks like. You let me know what you think about this. Rev's going on rants. This should be a whole segment of the channel, Rev Rants, because it seems to be doing it all the time. And what sucks is can we find some consistency, please? Like, we'll have these highs that are great things get added to the, away teams 2.0 gets added. I think below decks officers are a good addition, even if they're, not feeling as great the first month because they're tier 1s. But, the Cerritos I felt was really good. The Fisha is great if you got it, But then we have the lows, like can't source Devore parts except in a solo leaderboard, where the people who are competing and then winning the solo leaderboard already have Devore parts, thus they don't need them, so why not put it in the SMS? And then we get events like this that ask us to donate, 80% of the Parsteel that we've earned over an entire month. Also, we can get some paltry rewards in the Harrison shard. Like the video. Smash the subscribe button. Share this out with your friends and family, because remember, feedback only matters if you give me the voice. My voice is nothing. I'm just another fat ginger on your YouTube channel. But with your comments, your feedback, and you helping spread this video out, we can hopefully prevent accidents like this happening in the future. Be a hero. You're amazing. Live long and prosper, everybody. Stay safe out there, Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. I'll catch you on the next video. Sorry for the rant and sorry for blowing you up with all these video notifications, but hopefully we can get this fixed.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.